The next section we're looking at is section D, which is our flannel section. The first book that we're looking at, D1, is our Smarter Flannel collection book. Inside you'll see multiple of variations of compositions that have blended cotton with stretch. We're also using lutein mist yarn, melange yarn, and we're also looking at a really nice small dobby inclusion pattern work inside the designs. As I said, the fabrics are all working into that category of flannel with that brushed, double-sided brush, super soft finish applied to the fabric, but with a more smarter aesthetic overall. So again, we've got a quality swatch when you open the book, and then we've given you some more information about this section being dress flannel and what type of direction and aesthetic we're working into here. When we go into the first page, we're looking at a combination of different types of pattern work that are with small dobby inclusion inside the designs. As I said, they're very small and refined for that more smarter version of a dress flannel look. Blended composition with 95% cotton, 5% spandex, as well as 100% cotton versions inside these two columns. We've also called out some yarn dyed options so you could see how a yarn dye could sit inside the capsule together. Again, with your lighter, more core colours of grey and cornflower blue, and your darker tones coming through, including denim-like colouring that's been used inside some of the patterns. On the next page, we're looking at heavier yarns, which we're using at 40s. So we've got your Oxford plains in your classic tones of monochrome and also blues, again with your supportive print variations that have been added inside the designs. 96% cotton, 4% spandex, two-way stretch here. On the next page, we're looking firstly at some melange solids which have two-way stretch inside them. So we're looking at 98.3% cotton, 1.7% spandex. So again, it's the melange that has been used as almost like your plain for the season. But we've done it in some of our commercial colours as well as some of our more trend-driven colours following some of our palettes for autumn-winter 21. Specifically, this orange, burnt orange that's been greyed off is one of our key colours inside the City Limits palette. On the next page, we have some print options that we've designed to put inside the collection as well that also work in unity across the colouring and the messages inside the designs for the collection overall. Some really nice floral pattern work, some off-white grounds as well, obviously with autumn winter, don't want anything to be too stark, and obviously being with a flannel, a more casual vehicle, they have got a brush application to the fabric as well. When we go to the next page, we've got some end-on-end detail inside the fabrics with small placement dobby. Again, we're looking at a blended composition of 96% cotton, 4% spandex. We do also have 100% cotton inside these two columns as well. So inside the second column, we've got some really playful yarn dyed check pattern work, again using that really nice electric blue colour coming through. Very commercial tones as well, set in with a melange yarn in the base of the fabric to give you that high and low inside the flannel fabric, with some really nice little small and medium yarn dyed check pattern work. And finally, on the last page, we've got some really nice refined checked flannel designs here in both our City Limit greyed off palette, as I said before, with these more vintage colourings with sand and ochre coming through, and then also in a more commercial palette which is almost denim-like and has that electric blue set against the melange grey as well coming through. Both these are 100% cotton. They've also got small dobby yarn, small dobby pattern work designed inside the fabric as well for a little bit of attention to detail and specialness inside the fabric itself.